Well, it's cracking Pan Dudes. Peter Von Panda here. Hey, I just picked up this really tiny green, obviously aluminum, anodized aluminum EDC tube. This one's the smallest one yet, I think. You know, it's kind of like maybe just a slightly oversized chapstick. And maybe even, you know, lengthwise, probably no longer than the chapstick, maybe just a little wider. You know, green aluminum, it really kind of looks pretty cool. I'm actually, and it's super light. You know, when things are like this light, sometimes I worry about them being fragile or poorly made. I kind of have not found that to be the truth on these. I feel like you get a lot for your money on these. They work better than a lot of just little plastic containers. I used to use film canisters. Remember when you used to have 35 millimeter film, little black plastic canisters with little gray plastic tops? You know, those worked really well, but no one uses film anymore. So instead, you got to buy like a $10 aluminum tube for your stuff. Little key ring here on the top. And as you can see, I think, let's see how this opens up. Yeah, so I think the top and the bottom on this little bad boy come off. And based on the resistance, I'm going to guess there's an O-ring, and there is. So you've got, you know, this one's, you know, I've got chubby fingers. You could probably get your whole finger down here. You know, some of you ladies might be able to get, touch the bottom with your finger. Or you skinny guys. But that's kind of nice. See a little bit of knurling here, so you should be able to get a grip on it. There isn't a lot of knurling on the top of the bottom. The top and bottom cases are exactly the same. You know, that might be something that I would say could be improved on, just in case it's wet or slippery out or cold. Because even kind of getting enough resistance to overcome that O-ring is a little bit tough right now. Not hard, but just not super easy. And then you can see right there. So you have the tube, and the reason this isn't that heavy is because this tube is pretty thin. Should provide a lot of, I'm squeezing it pretty good there. Provide quite a bit of protection, especially if you're putting matches, cotton balls, things like that. Little bottle of iodine, what have you. You know, I do have some matches right here. I'll just kind of show you my very popular diamond matches. More than enough room, because the caps will go on here, to get kind of your standard matches in this case. So I'd almost say this is a match case. I know a lot of them are called that, but this one may actually be specifically for that. But very light. I like the color. I really like these things because you can put them in anything, like your EDC pouch, your pocket, a quick access pocket on your backpack, wherever, your glove box, so you can carry things that you might need on your little adventure without having to worry about them getting wet, crushed, destroyed. And obviously, you know, the bright colors make it easy to see and find stuff too. So, you know, if you're searching for things in the dark in your tent or your backpack, these kind of stand out. You know what? Pills too. I know, you know, a lot of people don't need these for outdoor adventures. What, the nitroglycerin pills or something like that kind of degrade very quickly. I know that the hard airtight cases like this are sometimes useful, but ask your pharmacist specifically about it. I think it's pretty cool. I'll put a link to it in the description. They're not free. They cost a couple bucks, but if you need something protected, I think these are the way to go. Peter Von Panda, out.